Hey, it's Cliff, and look, we all know inflation is out of control. I actually have the numbers here that I can show you. This is an article from Investopedia, and it shows that Bill Clinton had a 2.6% inflation rate over his term of being president, while George W. Bush had a 2.8% rate of inflation. As we move into Obama era, there was a 1.4% in inflation. He did great that year, to be honest. Donald Trump, 1.9%, which is, we're still hitting our target goals. Usually for inflation, you want about 2 to 3%. So 1.9, you know, he's killing it. And then we get to current president, 5.7%. Now, I know the Biden administration is doing everything they can to pass policies to bring inflation down. We actually have seen it come down a little bit, but Americans are still feeling this heavy pressure when it comes to the inflation that is affecting them at the grocery store or whatever general purpose that they're trying to get for themselves. It looks like as of now, the Biden administration will have about 6 months left in this term to do what they can, pass whatever laws that are going to help bring that inflation rate down. And then there will be a heavy campaign in Kamala Harris's run for president to continue the path that President Biden is on to bring down that inflation. It will also be a heavy campaigning point for Trump as well to say that, well, I had 1.9% inflation during my term. What is going on with this administration? Back and forth. But this isn't a political channel. That's not what I'm getting at here. What I really want to know is, I know we're all thinking about groceries. What is affecting you the most right now besides groceries? Is there something that I'm not thinking of that people are struggling with? Because I have a version of that for myself that just happened this past weekend. So this is probably going to be a little bit of a boomer rant, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Let me know if you relate to it as well. Now, personally, I have not really been to the movies for about a year, and before that is probably even longer. I don't really go to the movies that often, but for whatever this past weekend, I felt like I really needed to go to the movies. So my wife and I, we went and saw Deadpool, which, side note, is a great movie. I would definitely suggest you guys go see Deadpool. It's funny, it has a little bit of millennial humor in it as well. And there is a surprise guest in it from way back in my childhood on the Marvel scene that definitely made it worth it for me. No spoilers, go see the movie, it's really good. So after seeing the trailer, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a great movie. I wanna go see it in theaters. Some reason I got it in my spirit that I wanted to have the traditional movie setting. So hop online, I look for great theaters in my area, I find a nice one, has reclining seats, you know, the whole 9 yards. And I go to buy my tickets, and for 2 tickets, it's about $50. So I'm already kind of weighing there that it's reasonable, but it's getting kind of pricey, right? So the tickets that I purchased weren't really anything special. It was pretty much standard movie, but it did come with reclining seats, so maybe that is a little bit more of a premium where that would kind of equal $50. But when I think of what I used to pay for movie tickets, $50 for 2 tickets just seemed completely outrageous to me, but I wanted the experience, so I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'll pay for it. We're gonna go ahead and go with it. So of course, if you're going to the movies, you can't not have popcorn, you can't not have candy and soda. So we get to the concession stand, right? And we see a combo up there. It's 1 drink, 1 bag of popcorn, and 1 candy. And it's a combo, so I figured that's probably the best deal. This is what they're really trying to push and market towards us. And I'm thinking, you know, it can't be that much, right? So we get up to the counter, we get everything that we need, and it ends up being almost $30. $30 for a bag of popcorn, 1 soda, and a candy. Like, come on, man. That's insane. And I understand there's gonna be a markup when you're going out, you're at the theaters. Of course, they gotta make a big profit, but $30 for popcorn and a soda and candy. That's ridiculous. The markup is just insane. So ethically, do you go to a grocery store and you sneak in the candy? Is that okay? I mean, personally, I want to support the movie theater who is giving us this great experience, but when the markup on all these concessions is so high that they pretty much put you in a position where you kind of have to. Is that ethical? Is that something people do? Are they actually sneaking in candy? Is that what you need to do? to get by at the movie theater nowadays. Because looking at my $50 tickets and then another $30 for popcorn and whatever, you're almost spending $100 just to go to the movies for 2 people. Which to me, I don't know, maybe I'm cheap, but it just seems really, really high. Now, overall, it was a great experience. I loved it. I loved the reclining seats. I loved having the candy while we're there. And I guess that's just what you have to pay. I was just really surprised how much inflation has affected the movie theater business. I never would have thought us going out to this movie, I'd spend almost $100, but apparently that's just what you got to pay nowadays. So let me know, is it even worth going to see movies in the theater anymore? Or is it better just to stay at home? You could probably get the same movie to your house. You have your food there, you're relaxing on your couch. It could be a better experience as well. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think.